Alright, what's up, people? Welcome to the podcast. It's the first episode of the podcast, LENDO PODCAST. My name is Lemuel, Knight, the street legend, and I'm together with, by my right, Josh Too Soft. What's that your other name? Josh Gani. And Yeyo is in the building as well. Today we're going to be talking about what is happening, like what's popping on the street.
Streetwise.
Streetwise. And we're going to talk about some events that are coming and some past events, and also we're going to talk about the Beehive entertainment industry and scene and all that. So to get started, let's talk about what is popping on the streets.
I'm going to take you through this long ride, but we're going to be brief anyway. We're going to take news from 3 websites. We're starting from hiveexclusive.com.ng. We have the latest news. There is Mal and Gen X is a new track that came out today. Mal and Gen X, Bazen Jeba featuring R.A.B. Don, produced by KDS.
Arrow of God.
Yeah, that's Arrow of God, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a gospel song.
It's a gospel track,
Yeah.
Church music.
Then we also have Mr. P for my hate. Mr. P
Mr. P for my head.
for my head.
For my head or for my
Okay, I think this song is from Peace Square.
Okay.
Yeah, Peace Square.
Okay, Mr. P.
Yeah, Mr. P.
Those guys.
Yeah. We also have Dangerous from Kenny Wonder featuring BOC, Seaman, Winnie Gold, and Rigid MC.
Yeah.
You had the song?
Yeah, I had this song.
Yeah.
Good job.
Nice one.
That's a smash. That's a smash.
Also, we have Khalad for a while. It's a new song from the CEO of iTunes.
Okay.
Khalad for a while.
It's a good single also.
Yeah. Okay, that's all we got from Hive Exclusive. We'll be going to Beautiful Iowa now.
Okay.
Yeah. I think there is only one news concerning Beehive. Baby now, Scott Gazu featuring J Wonder.
Okay, Scott Gazu.
Yeah.
Scott. That guy. The other guy.
G-Wonder.
I think he has an amazing voice.
Yeah.
Wow. So you like his voice?
Yeah. I heard the song they did with Kalito and the EP.
Okay. That's one of my favorite songs on the EP.
Okay.
That brother smashed that.
Then we also have Konsaba from Intellectual Big T.
Yeah.
Big C.
What do you say about that, Jam?
Yeah, I was supposed to be in the studio and Simon was making the bass, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard the first.
I think it's a nice song. It's just a nice song. But I think Big T has songs that are better than that. Yeah.
So you mean the song is below average or is average?
No, I wouldn't say it's below average, but I feel like it's not one of his best songs.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I play on his standards. Indian songs will pass that one. The song is a good song, but by his standard, like Big T, for him being who he is, I just feel like that song.
Okay, that's by the way. We have Kosiki Kosuso, Rigid MC featuring BOC.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
There's another nice jam. Rigid is working on his EP also. His features.
There's a song of the EP.
Yeah, it's off the EP. Yeah, but it just dropped. I think the single.
Okay.
It's a nice song.
Nice song.
I think
so. This one is above average.
Don't put me in a tight corner. Don't put me in a tight corner. I've listened to the song. I feel it's a good song. And don't even get me wrong for talking about Big T. Like about us. Okay. All I'm gonna say, I'm a big fan of his. Like I know him personally, but what I feel was, it's like he has other songs
better than this.
Yeah, better than that.
Okay.
Like, but it's a good song. If it was not Big T, that has that song is a smash, but it's Big T.
This is Big T.
Big T is big.
Okay,
That's what. Yeah. So we have another song.
okay, we have Seaman, Real Love.
Yeah.
Real
The
Love.
song is confusing actually.
Confusing?
Why? You know why it's confusing?
Why?
I saw the artwork, like Seaman with a little
With a little girl.
Then,
Yeah.
then when I heard the song, it was a different thing. Like it's real love. I don't know what he was trying to portray with the art and the music. So, but it's a nice song. Obviously, it's a nice song, but
That's the concept, man.
yeah, it's
Okay, your conflict is between the art clip and the music.
And the music itself.
Yeah, maybe Seaman would explain that
Yeah,
better.
yeah,
but-
explain that.
Okay.
yeah.
We have we're going straight to Beehive gossips. We have hot gist. Hot gist in town is Classic Booba set to drop 3 albums.
3 albums.
3 hours. I saw the
He
post.
dropped it on his social media on the Facebook.
3 albums.
Like 3 albums are done.
No, it's not possible.
He said 3 albums are
3
done.
albums are done.
3 albums
Yeah.
are done.
Yes.
Like he's going to drop a picture of us, like he's not going to work against it.
It's possible. It's possible that he has 3 albums because
Done.
the guy has not dropped anything
For a while.
for ages.
What was his last song?
His
Last song that he dropped.
or song.
Last
He dropped a song.
official song.
Yeah,
That was unofficial.
Okay,
It was just a freestyle.
Let's get that try no do shower. But since I'm freestyle, I'm not going to
I know that Mishikapa.
Okay, but I think that song is party friendly.
It's classic.
It's party friendly and
I think, but he understands who he is right now.
okay.
Classic.
Yeah. Who he is now.
So he's like in a space where he can actually do anything he feels like doing because he already has a very strong base and they will just follow.
To let you, sorry to cut you short.
Okay.
I'm not to talk about his fans. They are
not happy with him.
Do you want the classic of How Far?
How far? Okay.
Classic of Serikita.
But there is
Not
not
this
I think
classic. That's
you know what? Classic. I respect his work.
I respect him.
I think
But
he's
his jam
very
is trash,
he's very intelligent.
So to you, the song is trash.
This guy not trash because he feature Ify. Everybody for this country talks him something wrong. Man, me have been fun.
Okay, well, listen.
I like classic. That's the man.
To me, I think that jam is a promotional jam.
Exactly. That's my point.
Because fans have been complaining that he hasn't dropped anything.
Come on, man.
So after that jam,
you wouldn't go trash if you.
that song is party friendly.
No song is work. That song is working. Is doing him some good job somewhere.
In the clubs.
Yeah,
It's not
I'm not sure even in the clubs.
Okay, we don't have much time. We don't have much time
for classic being
It's bigger than, like you said, what you said about Big T. Classic is bigger than that jump.
okay. Yeah, we can say
Okay,
that.
fine.
To compare it to other of his work.
Guys, we don't have much time.
Okay.
Let's talk about this. We have the weekly celebrity crush of the week that normally is on Beehive Gossip. I think they just came back with a new package,
Okay.
and for this week it's PK.
Okay.
Yeah,
PK the producer.
He's a forgotten man in Beehive. Like, he hasn't been really buzzing here.
I think he's more of a producer now
Yeah,
than him being an artist making music.
Yeah, but actually being a forgotten man, I think it's because he has been away for a while. He
Yeah.
has been in jazz, I think, and he's not been active on the street.
But sometimes ago, from his social media post,
How is PK a celebrity crush? Is this celebrity crush?
Yeah, celebrity crush
of the week, and he's actually not on the streets.
okay,
Beehive.
yeah.
How do you reconcile?
Alright. The thing is, he's actually back to Beehive now.
Okay, that's why Beehive Gossip have him.
Yeah, we were able to meet with him. Yes, we were able to meet with him. We spoke with him.
Okay.
And then,
That's nice. Next news.
yeah. Alright, that's by the way. we also have a new track from J Mill. Down. It's an Afro singer. Down. No.
Okay.
You've heard the name?
Yeah, I think so.
I've not heard the name, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we have one of the hottest gist in town.
Yeah.
Drama as Beehive DJs versus Lemon Night causes havoc at KLT 111 show last night. Wow. And we have the whole DJs in town. What's happening? What's happening?
Things, man. I really want to know.
No, actually, I said what I've said. I don't think anybody wants to apologize for saying something that he actually believes is true.
Yeah.
I just said there's a difference between a DJ and a DJ, like a DJ with DEEJAY, like DJ that represents one of the four core elements of hip hop, and then the conventional DJ on the streets of Beehive or anywhere in Nigeria that plays music at weddings and in the club. I just say a hip hop DJ actually accompanies an artist that's performing to a great performance.
Yeah.
I said I've not seen any DJ that does that here in the Hive.
Yeah.
How is that supposed to cause a problem?
It's getting tough. There's no problem.
I just say, in fact, I think what I said was, have you seen any?
Okay, you asked him if
Anybody has seen any? Actually, I
have not seen any.
You have not seen any.
Have you seen any?
Somebody's thinking like
I've not
me.
seen any.
Josh,
I shared the post. I've not seen
Josh
any.
actually became a victim. So me and Josh are the black goats to Beehive DJs.
Wow. No, they're getting it all wrong. There's a difference between a club DJ and a wedding DJ.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
No hip hop DJ in this town, that's the truth. No,
Yeah, and I think it's a misconception, and the DJs, they took it personal.
Yeah,
Because why should you take
it's
this?
not something they themselves know you don't do that. Then they know.
Then why you arguing?
Why you the power when they say what you do to?
But man, I think that's so backward right now.
Yeah, let's talk on better things.
Can't just keep talking
Alright.
things like that. So,
That's by the way.
you have any news? Just
Still checking. Beehive Gist. Hive exclusive CEO gets new tattoo of his name plus Bible injunction.
I think my 360 million.
that's nice.
It's nice. Okay. I think that's all we have that we'll be able to take from the news segment.
Okay, that's what's popping on the streets.
Yeah. Oh, lest I forgot, there is one or two. I'm not able to see the post. It's from Hive exclusive. There was a post that it was containing a picture of blogger Tai with his girlfriend, and it caused a little rift in town between the two bloggers.
Is the lady actually his girlfriend?
Yeah,
From what I read, she's his girlfriend.
Okay.
But the context of the write-ups,
Where did you read it from?
Hive exclusive.
Okay, from
and the
Hive.
post is no longer there.
What's up with writing something and taking it off? I don't understand.
Well, I don't.
No,
I won't.
problem with that.
I won't advise something like that unless you are not saying the truth.
Yeah.
Like I posted something on my blog, then some group of persons, they called me and they told me to take it off.
Take it off?
Then I told them I can't take this off because if I take it off, I'm going against my policy.
Yeah, actually.
So I don't think if you post something,
Leave it
you
there.
take it off.
You have to make
If someone doesn't want to see it, then don't visit the blog again.
It's as simple as that.
But a message to the bloggers also, if you want to post some stuff,
Okay.
blog, you can get the authenticity of the material of the podcast.
Yeah.
You can just jump into rumors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And anything.
But that's why sometimes you see rumors on top.
I know rumors, yes, still,
Yeah.
but you shouldn't take it off, so you should stand on it. What's that?
Yeah.
Also, we have another one. This one is Ukatwe speeches. with his girlfriend Mabel, spotted at KLT 111.
Oh, that's a nice one. I don't know how true that is.
You don't know how true it is.
I don't know.
Well, according to the post, I don't think. To me, I don't think.
Where all these guys getting all this?
I don't think it's info. There is a picture proof. She was sitting on his lap.
Wow.
Yes.
It doesn't make her his girlfriend. Anybody can sit on any lap.
And I think that story was started from BMF.
Okay.
Because they were singing around from BMF.
The same chick.
Yes, the same chick, the same mother. Very good friend. Okay, I don't know anything about it.
Rumors have it.
Alright.
Okay. Let's talk about events events that happened this year. I think 1st January. Bima. I don't want to say anything about Bima because
Bima Awards.
Yeah.
You go first.
Okay. No, but Bima was not sad. It was not.
Everybody has
Opinions,
yeah.
Yeah, it was not sad. It was not.
It was an award, like award
It
show.
was an award show. It was not bad. It was not sad. It was just in between. Yeah, some errors were still in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was an upgrade from the first edition.
Okay.
It was.
What did you think about Bima?
We're still talking.
An upgrade dynamic from the
Yeah.
first edition.
Yeah.
The categories, though, I have people complaining about some categories. This, that.
Like which category?
This guy I can't remember, but I still give them reasons. Like, okay, these guys, we might not be their fans, but they are consistent. There's people that are consistent in this stuff, so you have to recognize them. Not just because this one you have to recognize the grab one jam here, and then meeting the rest.
Yeah.
All those things. But it was an upgrade from the first one.
Actually, me, I'm a fan of work, like put out work.
Yeah.
What's up?
Bima 2016, right? I think it was.
That's like first event of the
Yeah.
Boom.
It was yet another platform to
2017.
17.
Okay,
16
2016
version, but it was done in 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just another platform to notice, to acknowledge people, artists that have given much throughout the year 2016.
Yeah.
I think those guys organizing One Mic Nigeria, shout out to them. They really tried. They tried. But as you've said, some errors were repeated.
Yeah.
It was at that platform that we started getting some issues on ground that up to now they're still resurfacing.
Issues like what?
Yeah, some people are complaining like this award is not going to their area or region, is only situated around Yawa, you know. Yeah,
Okay,
stuff like that. Yeah, but that's
sorry to cut you short.
Alright.
But any guy anywhere we be for this town, if he's making good music, the streets will get to find out.
Beth. Yeah, let me talk more.
You know, even if you say jungle or do something, or Bayara, your shit.
The artist in doing intention.
That is everywhere.
Okay, fine.
Once you do good work, your artist, your work will resurface. There are platforms where you can perform. One mic stand, record a good job and keep it like that.
Alright, let me cement on what you said. Like a lot of people think I'm based in Yawa because as from doing beehive gossip.
Yeah.
A lot of people thought, like day before yesterday, intellectual Big T called me that I should meet him at Simon's studio around 6-7. He told me I was close by. Yeah. I told him no, I don't stay around here.
So I'm sorry, Ben, but what happens to be?
let me say something. I don't want to say anything about Bima, but let me just say this.
Okay.
Like because you said something about Yelwa. Everywhere, anywhere you go in the world, there's they have a central place where
Capital.
like a capital. When you go to the United States, they have like Hollywood. You understand? Hollywood is somewhere in LA, like somewhere in Nigeria. You have Lagos.
Las Giddy.
Yeah, something like that. So anywhere you go, there's a place where there are concentrated, reasonable amount of people that are actually doing something else to do entertainment. So that place is strong. I don't know if you understand. Get my point.
Yeah. So why not talk about YL?
Yeah.
Why is the question?
I think that's what that's it.
That is what Rap Street home is on one list.
But Rap Street is YL2.
It's YL2.
I stay in Rough Street.
Why is there always comparison between these two streets?
Rap Street and YL is the same thing. Like Rap Street is part of YL.
YL is Rough Street.
You understand? It's the same place.
I don't know why people say it as the big deal. I still Rough Street, but it's still YL. If I'm doing
I think
stuff, it's
YL.
Rough Street. There shouldn't be a problem.
It's the same thing.
There shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
I think all these people having these issues, they need to have a reorientation about what this whole industry is all about.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
We were actually talking about Bima. So yeah, let me just say something. What I don't like about Bima is the fact that people don't understand the purpose of Bima. Not everybody, a lot of people don't actually understand the purpose of Bima. But what I like about Bima is the fact that it forces you to have an opinion about something. If you look around, any award anywhere, it forces people to have opinion. Once the award forces you to have opinion about a certain decision, whether it favors you or not, it's a good shit.
It's a challenge.
Let's see, it's a challenge. It's not a challenge.
I don't think it's a challenge, but I think that is what it should be about.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Okay. So those people that were able to make it at Bima, they should be challenged.
Like, not to go stand there. I think
an award is it's good, but it doesn't mean the world. Like, it's just someone actually appreciating you. It's something that you don't control. It's an external factor. I'm an artist. Okay. I just enjoy making music. Then somebody likes my music, so a group of people like my music, and they decide to award me. They appreciate what I'm doing. Fine, it's good. But if a certain group of people don't actually appreciate my work, doesn't make me less an artist.
Yeah.
People actually feel award is such an important thing. Well, it's important, it's good, but it's not everything.
Yeah, it's not a ticket to heaven. I saw a post this week on social media. The guy was like, if you are fake or you make wag music and you still win an award, you are still a loser.
Exactly.
So stuff like that is a fact.
Yeah. I wish I've seen that post. Don't
worry, I will tag you.
Alright. So that's Bima. We had BMF. That's another event.
BMF.
One mic stand.
Let me start.
Yeah, start.
BMF, I think if there is anyone that will have a full story about BMF, it's I, because I covered the whole event. I was able to meet 1 or 2, 3 persons. I interviewed artists and audience that were there. I even interviewed the organizing committees.
That's true.
BMF, I think, history in the making. It's dope. We have more than 40 artists. They performed to the joy of everybody. Everybody enjoyed.
You have almost 1,000 crowd. People.
1,000 crowd. Approximately 1,000.
That's a good number.
It's a fact.
That's a good number. I think I don't have a problem with BMF. I think it's 100%. 100%. 100%. The organizers might have seen 1 or 2 errors.
Okay. But you see no error.
It's not as if I didn't see any error.
100% is no error.
Okay, what I mean by 100% is the concept.
Okay. Concept wise.
Yeah. To the idea of BMF.
Okay.
Then the execution. Nobody thought it was possible to get all these people. Look at this for platform. Buy space to perform. Whether it's the The entertainment is growing. That is it's 100. There are issues, but 100 in the sense that the entertainment is.
Yeah, I understand you 100%. Yeah, man. I think I'll give it like 75%.
Okay.
Yeah, I think considering the idea, I think we take the larger portion of that percentage, and then the event, the fact that everybody was there and was happy, it's fine. You know what I'm saying?
The purpose has been achieved.
Exactly. So there are a lot of things that we could actually do to make it better, like the organizers can actually do. I'm actually
One of them. So we've spoken about 2 events and
So
part of them.
two events, great. There's a few loopholes here
So
and there.
expecting a greater BMF.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Cool. Then the dance competition, like Beehive Street dance competition.
You don't expect me to start saying something like that.
No. I was there. I did a little song there. I think we ought to be disappointed as Beehive, like, because people came from other places and
Won the event.
just like effortless to some
Swiped
extent.
it away.
I was like,
It's not bad.
I was saying the other day that in Beehive, people talk about Beehive and as long as the name Beehive comes, hip hop comes. You know what I'm saying? So hip hop has 4 elements, like 4 core elements.
Boys, big girls.
B-boy, B-girls, the rap, the DJ, and the graph. So what I'm saying is, all those other elements are not fully represented except for the rap. We saw it with the dance. We say it's street dance. We don't have anybody to represent Beehive
Street
like,
wise.
I was there. I was one of the judges, and
I think one of the contestants that performed breakdance
yeah,
from Beehive. Yeah, from Beehive.
what do you know?
Black Empire dance.
Okay, Black Empire. Well,
Yes.
Black Empire. They were good to some extent, but when you compare them to those guys that came from Jaws, it's a rap.
Well,
It's
say
a rap.
Unfortunately, I wasn't there.
No,
you heard stories.
I did my requirements.
There was one guy that was jumping with his jump like for like 10 meters.
I have to check his knees after the event. Okay. I was surprised.
No, that was
I had to reach out. It was
No, it was fly.
It was good, but
I think those guys
to
actually deserve to win. Yeah.
Yeah, these guys from Chicken Rap.
Well,
Yeah, but I hope it's going to be.
Yeah, it's annually.
It's annually good.
Yeah.
So it's an opportunity for our own guys to win next year.
yeah, if they work hard.
Okay, to wind it off on this dance event, first thing I would say is seriously, I'm really disappointed that no Beehive dance crew.
Everybody's disappointed. The whole hive is disappointed.
Top 3, no Beehive dance crew. I'm disappointed because some of them were speaking to me privately.
Did you see their clips before?
Yeah, I spoke with them.
Okay, you did see their clip.
Yo, I saw some of the clips, like 2 dancers. I saw their clips.
You saw.
Yeah,
You need to expect them to be.
actually, I've not seen much of their dance.
You know what I think? The guys are good, but they are not fast.
Okay, they're limited.
They are good. Based on where they are, they are good.
No. It's not even like that. They are good, but it's like they have just
They are
one rhythm.
restricted to a rhythm.
Particularly, those guys that actually came from Jaws, they could dance to anything.
Streetwise.
Yeah, they could dance with anything. Their costume was dope. The way they communicated with the music was dope. Like they played different type of songs, and people were actually relating. The guy that came from Yola, Laz,
Yeah.
that was super cool too. He could actually dance to everything. Those guys that came from Gombe, they are good, but they have, they don't, they are not that vast. They just dance to a certain type of music, like that, the fast reading Afro type of song. But they are good too. But those guys from Jos.
What about those guys from Yobe?
Okay, those two guys, they are from Yobe.
The fat guy, and the other guy.
Yeah, I think they are great entertainers, terrible dancers. Great entertainers, terrible dancers. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I think it's almost time. So before we go, let's have your view or your opinion about the entertainment industry in Bihar, how it has come up, like from the past 10 years until now. What do you think about the entertainment scene? Yeah.
It was growing, like it was growing. When like 10 years back, actually, when it was, we were recording on discette, I think. It was still discette. People were recording on discette then. That was legal, so technology came.
Studios now.
We have better studios, better equipment, better producers, better musicians. The industry is growing, and then the other aspect, I think, trying to make it a complete entertainment circle. The other aspects who are coming up, everything is elevating, everything is moving well. So I think in a couple of years, these are my assumptions and my sentiments, I would say Beehive is the not capital of entertainment.
That's all for Beehive.
Yeah.
Wow. What's your own opinion?
Well, I have a lot to say about this, but
you just make it short.
I'll make it short.
Time.
Yeah. On a recap,
yeah,
I would say last 10 years, that's from 2007 to now. I would say 2017 is the most revolutionary year, because we've seen evolution of a lot of events that were not on roster before.
True.
Yeah, new events comes up and it records the highest number of upcoming artists.
Wow.
Yeah. Every week. Yeah, every week we have release of songs.
That's true.
Like next we have, wow, who is this? I don't even know him. He's from Beehive.
We're not only having those artists, what's the quality?
Yes, I'm going there. Quality of music that is coming out from Beehive, but I think it's a little bit above average.
Okay.
Yes, we can mention like 10 artists with upcoming artists. At least we'll pick say 3 to 4 or 5 artists that are dope.
Alright, let me put you in a tight spot. Who is your favorite artist in Beehive?
Favorite artist?
And why?
Upcoming and
okay, let's do it both ways. Who's your favorite artist that is already in the scene, and who's your favorite upcoming artist?
Wow.
Who's your favorite artist and why?
Okay. My favorite artist is that artist that is making good music. Yes. If you're making good music out there, you are my favorite artist.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, who's your favorite upcoming artist? I want names. names.
You want names? Can I mention 2, 3, 4?
No, just one.
Just one.
One will do.
It goes to one that's favorite.
Okay. Upcoming artist, my favorite is El Josie.
Okay, El Josie.
Yeah, he's my favorite. It's my favorite upcoming artist. Shout out to El Josie.
El Josie.
Yeah,
very dope.
But sorry, are you asking me that also?
Yeah, of course. So, are you thinking that?
Alright, it's my favorite upcoming artist. Alright, yeah.
Who is your favorite artist that like?
The whole. My favorite artist.
And why is El Josie your favorite upcoming artist?
El Josie is my favorite upcoming artist because I only knew about him January. KD's records monthly, something like that.
Okay.
I knew about him from that point. Among those artists that were signed under that monthly promo, is the most standout artist. Yes, he went from that point to cement his place on my favorite list, and he has a lot of dope songs out. hierarchy.
That's good enough reason
Yeah.
to. We don't have time.
The other one.
I know what answers.
Wow, my favorite artist.
Yeah.
This is a very tough question. You know that.
You don't have a favorite.
Yours is the answer.
Yeah, I'm getting to you.
Okay, when you answer, I'll answer.
No.
I don't want to. Okay, listen. I don't want to sound that beef with anybody again. Anyway,
Everybody has a favorite.
it's my opinion.
You
I said my opinion concerning hip hop DJs.
No. Alright, who is your favorite artist?
Okay, I know he's looking at me. He's looking at what I'm going to say. There are plenty. I have plenty favorite artists.
Okay, that's the most favorite.
My most favorite artist this year is Lemon Knight. He's my favorite artist. And that's why I didn't want to say this. So that your head will not go big.
I'm feeling bad for asking you the question. Who is your favorite upcoming artist?
This guy, I'm going with Josh.
El Josie, very dope.
Very dope.
What's your reason? Is this the same reason? Shouldn't be the same.
No. Okay, I'm Josie, but when I see the guy, when I listen to him, you get the same.
Yeah.
Like he knows what he's doing. And then he really arranges his lines, his rhyme. When I heard it for the first time, I was like, oh, who's this guy, man? When I heard his voice, I was like, this guy, man. And Josie, when you have no boss, sharp, but
when you head boss, you guys,
Next
Jimmy to Sabira.
yeah.
Well, he didn't put out more work than President yet.
No,
But he has work.
Yeah, he has work.
I think he has four.
No,
four
but-
songs out.
Yeah, he's dope.
The song I listen to him on Kagani. The song I listen to him.
The Jimmy J guy.
The Jimmy J guy.
El Josie.
Josie not the guy. The guy. Jimmy J not another guy.
I like this. So who is your favorite artist?
Like the whole behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't say them man like this.
Most people want to see maybe because it's the face of the height.
Yeah.
But then-
That is the obvious.
Yeah. What this guy has done works. And then he
Work is put out.
His work was
What's the name now?
VOC.
VOC.
Wait, I think you shouldn't put that on this category.
It's not
We already know. Everybody knows. You know what? He's a standout.
I was having a conversation with Josh before.
Everybody knows that he's a standout artist.
I said BOC is not the best, or it's not supposed to be anybody's favorite artist in Beehive. Why?
The best artist in
He's an expert.
No, he's not supposed to be anybody's
favorite artist.
You know why? Because
Everybody.
BOC belongs to Bauchi, like this is his place.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's so big. He's so big.
He's so big.
It's just like I was giving
No,
this
he's
guy.
not bigger than-
I'm not saying.
No, I'm not saying he's going to be.
If today they have like a random selection like of people that stays in Queens or Queensbridge, and they ask them who's the best rapper in Queensbridge, nobody will say Nas.
Okay.
Nobody will say Nas because Nas is bigger than Queensbridge. Like not him being bigger than the player, like what he has done. Like so it's global. So it's the same thing applies to me. I think BOS is one of the best artists like in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Like
Okay, so
that's
that's-
my own opinion.
Right.
So to put him in the box and say he's the best artist in Beehive after all he has done, I think it's like
let's put him aside now. Let's
no,
put him aside.
BOS shouldn't
He
be
shouldn't be in this box.
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, I should be Black Link.
Black Wings.
Your
Why
reasons.
is
Your
Black
reasons.
Wings? Black Wings very dope too.
Black Link is very good. He's a very good rapper. He's a good lyricist. I put the rapper and the lyricist.
I think
aside.
a good rapper is a good lyricist.
No.
But a good lyricist is a good rapper.
Yeah.
I think there's
English is Hausa.
a good lyricist is a good rapper, but sometimes a good rapper is not a good lyricist.
A good rapper can be a good rapper. Puffy
So he's not a great lyricist. Tupac, a lot of people argue that Tupac was not a great lyricist, but he was a good rapper.
Understand that?
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, back to Black Banks.
Yeah.
He's dope, lyric-wise. If you let him say he's a good lyricist, he's a good rapper, and he's a good singer.
He's a good singer, obviously.
Then I discovered his
singing
talent. When I just heard his first song, man, since then I was like, "Hi, about this guy."
Okay, can I throw a question at you? Actually, the question you asked was the favorite artist this year.
This year? This year? No, you didn't say this year.
I didn't say this year.
You didn't give it a film.
Or did I say this year?
I used my this thing that I used to judge this year.
Judge based on their performance.
Okay. Let's say you answer that a different question. This guy answered that.
No, you answer same question.
No, it doesn't have to be same. It doesn't have to be same.
Okay, fine, no problem.
These two guys, man.
El Josie, Black Blinks,
El Josie,
Lendo's podcast. Well, it's all good, man. It's all
okay.
It's all
Back
good.
to you.
Back to me. But who's my favorite artist?
Yeah.
Like
Upcoming?
I think I don't have one person as my favorite upcoming.
We've passed that.
You must have that.
Just tell us one person.
Not for the fact that I asked you trying to ask me about.
Yeah, it's just the same Namungu.
I want to say someone. I want to say another person.
Just say the first name that comes up.
Upcoming.
The first name that pops out.
I think it's El Josie too.
Wow, El Josie, man.
I had a conversation with him very recently.
Okay.
He was about to put out a work, and we're having this conversation. It's very personal, but I'm just saying it because he has been a reference point for like us here, because all of us actually appreciate his work. That's why I'm saying this, because this is actually very personal.
Yeah.
He wanted to put out a song, and he was asking me like if I can help talk about the song for him. Like then I told him that I love to do things honestly. I would love to listen to the song before I can say anything about the song. I know he's very dope, he's very good, but in as much as I want to help support his work, I would love to listen to the song, because I'm also an artist and I have my own career like on the line. When you do that for any artist, you have your own career on the line, because you might talk about a song blindly to people and then you pass in a very wrong message because you've not listened to the song.
Yeah.
And then you saying you just imagine you talking about a song that is not what it is because you've not listened to the song. So I was saying, if I could listen to the song, I could talk about the song honestly, because I try to be honest. I don't want anything to deprive me of my honesty. So I was telling him that, and he said something that actually got me so concerned even more. He said it's a song, like it was a song that he just did, like he said something like commercial type of song.
What's commercial?
I got so furious when he said wow, like because of the respect I have for him, and he's saying that it triggered a lot of things. I was like, commercial? What is commercial? Every music is supposed to be commercial. So are you trying to say what you've been doing
It's not commercial.
you can't sell it? Because I think the general idea is what is commercial, something that you can sell. So I say you should not allow people around you or what you see from others affect your own craft. If you want to make music, do it because you want to do it. This is what you want to do, not because these other persons are doing it like this, so you have to do it like that. I became like so worried because I love the boy, like I love his work. So that was it was a real conversation we had. Like with him, I want to say his response because it won't be like cool to say it here. So but what I'm trying to say is I love the guy, and to every other person that is actually making music and wants to do it, you just do music because you want to do it. But by the time you say you just did this, it's just a commercial type of, that means you are underperforming. That's the general sense. You're underperforming just some other people. You just make your type of music. So I think that's it.
So speaking much and even going away from the other question, your other favorite artist?
My other favorite artist.
Yes.
My other favorite artist is Mixmaster Scopy.
Mixmaster Scopy.
Yeah, Mixmaster Scopy is my favorite artist.
Is he still in Hive?
He's not in the Hive right now. At the moment.
Can we talk about someone that is in the Hive? Now, right now.
You want me to talk about two people now? No, not to talk about two people now. I think it doesn't have to be a rapper, is it?
No.
I think Stash.
Stash is your favorite artist. Stash.
Especially this year. I think Stash is the best artist this year for me. Stash is the best artist. All the songs he put out, he's aced smash.
Yeah, from E-class shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's time. Let's save some time for next time.
Alright.
Yeah, a lot of drama in the Hive. A lot of drama going to happen to you. God bless y'all. My name is Lemuel Knight.
Yeah, Josh Gani.
Yeah, you smalls.
That's what it is. See y'all next time, man.
Bless.
Peace.
Rico TV.